I figured out how to make a twisted headband on my knitting machine. So I am a crocheter for a few years. I recently got this knitting machine and I am still learning, still trying to figure things out. So is this the best way to make this headband? I don't know, probably not. But I used some ideas and tutorials and things and kind of just threw together what I knew and what I learned, and this is what came out of it. It may not be the best, and if you watch this and see something that I could do better or differently, at least, leave a comment, let me know. Especially about the times when I'm changing colors. I don't know if I did that right or if I should be tying it off or weaving it in, or if I should just leave it hanging until the end and figure it out later. I didn't like the idea of just leaving it hanging though, because then it gets all tangled with everything else, and I like making sure that they're all at least secured. Oh, I do apologize for all the times that my head keeps getting in the way and making it go out of focus. So basically what you'll need is just a long skinny rectangle, and you can make that any way you choose. But what I did, I started with some waste yarn and a few rows of the waste yarn, and then the ravel cord through it so that I could pull the waste yarn off. And then I put the design that I wanted, which was a few rows of different colors back and forth, where I did tie off each color in a knot at the end. And then towards the end, you'll notice that I just kept with one color because that's going to be the inside of the headband, and that didn't need a design on it. I also thought it would look nicest to have it folded over on itself, so like double layered, and that could possibly be just a single layer if that's how you want to do it, but I don't know how to make it stop curling when I'm just doing a single layer, so I chose not to do it that way. I've been making a bunch of these headbands for a Galentine's party that I'm going to. There's 13 of us going, so we each are going to bring 12 of something that we enjoy, and everybody gets one thing from somebody else, so we leave with 12 things that we get from other people. So I don't even necessarily love these headbands, but I love making things for people, and I thought it would be more special to make some handmade gifts. And since it's a little bit cold still, I thought these headbands, ear warmer things, would be a fun thing for everybody to have. So here you see I've gotten to the point where I'm not changing colors anymore, and I get to speed through this a little bit quicker. And this is the point where I fold it up to make it double layered. I'm really sorry about this part. My head got in the way a lot, and it made it really out of focus for much of this. I tried to get a close-up to see the process of what I'm doing, but it was so out of focus on that part. This right here is probably the only part of the video that I have not at least double speed. I don't know, I just think this part's really satisfying. I don't know why, but using the tool there just, I don't know, makes me happy. See, wasn't that nice? Getting everything all set back up and ready for that last row across to join the two sides together. So I have not found a bind off method that I love, but this one, is good enough, I guess. I've tried the one that's more like crochet, but I find that it didn't work well, at least for the headband, that it didn't work well for me. Another favorite part of mine is pulling that string out and watching the waste yarn come off. This particular time, the waste yarn got a little bit attached to the headband, but little snip and it came right off. It's fine. See, doesn't it look nice? Now comes the magic part. You take each short end of the long rectangle and you kind of make alligator mouths out of them where each alligator is biting each other. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see it in the video, what it's doing. And then you take one of those extra strings and tie them together just like that. I did forget, right here, you'll see me realize, I forgot to tie the two ends together to make sure that everything was secure. And my yarn broke right there. So I switched to the shorter string. It's not as long as I would have wanted it, but it's fine. It worked. So all I did was sew up those ends. Make sure when you're doing this that you grab every layer. And here where I had it as double thick, double layered, there were more pieces to make sure I got. So just make sure that if you're making this, that you get every layer when you're sewing them together. Then secure them with a knot. And then you get to flip it the other way around. And there you have your magic little twist in your headband. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any tips, let me know.